Hello, this is HBM's Crypto-Corner for Wednesday, November 18th, 2015. I only have a few news items to talk about this week. Let's get started. Newsweek magazine has published a special edition completely devoted to Bigfoot, and you can see the cover here. It's available most likely on newsstands now, but you can also order it from this website that I've got I'm showing you right now. The website you can actually order the magazine from if you don't find it on your local newsstands. Should be an interesting issue. I have a copy on its way to me, so hopefully I'll get that before too long. And I'll be doing a full review of it right here on this channel. For the past couple of weeks, I've been what have I been doing? I've been promoting the Sasquatch Summit. That's what I've been doing. Had a brain fart there for a second. Anyway, this is Johnny Manson. He is the organizer of the event, which is coming up this weekend at Ocean Shores at the Quinault Indian Reservation and Casino. Well, I should say the beach resort and casino, not the Indian Reservation. My mistake. But it promises to be a great event. I've been talking about some of the speakers that are going to be there. Cliff Barrickman, Bob Gimlin, Todd and Diane Neese. Members of the Olympic Project, Cindy Dozen is going to be there. Paul Graves, Guy Edwards, and there are just a plethora of others that are going to be there. Speaking of Cliff, he has been announced for next spring's Ohio Bigfoot Conference. He is the third speaker to be announced after Bob Gimlin and Guy Edwards. So I think that's going to be a great event also, but I'm sure that Johnny will have a great event this weekend as well at Ocean Shores, Washington. So for those who are in the area and maybe wanting to peruse it and to attend the event, this would be a good opportunity. And there's a connection to it at Hoquiam. The Polson Museum will have the Sasquatch Revealed exhibit through November 29th. And they will be presenting the talk Mountain Devil at the museum by Mark Mersell, who may have found the actual site of the Ape Canyon encounter from 1924. Go to SasquatchSummit.com for further details. Finally, today is this article which came out last week from, I'm trying to think what paper it's from. It's from an online, The Oregonian, in Oregon Live. There's a series, a slideshow of photos which show various figures in the Bigfoot field and also various photos and bits of film stills, obviously of the Patterson-Gimlin film. The article describes how back in the 70s you could just write to Bigfoot, Portland, Oregon and get the latest information. I'm not sure exactly who ran that particular organization. I think it was Ron Olson, but I'm not 100% certain. But the article talks about kind of the last big heyday of Bigfoot, which was back in the 70s. It is a fascinating article and very informative, most specifically about sort of the phenomenon of Bigfoot in the Portland area as pertains to how popular it is now as compared to how popular it was in the 70s. Of course, in the 70s they didn't have the internet. We didn't have immediate streaming digital TV. We didn't have DVDs. Hardly even had VHS. The only way you could see Bigfoot programming was if they ran it on TV, and you were lucky to see it once. Sometimes they would repeat it, but they would repeat it 3 months later. You'd have to wait 3 months to see it again. But of course, now with our instant gratification society, you can see anything you want online, essentially. It's amazing. But those were pretty heady times back in the 70s, in the heyday of Sasquatch, especially in the Portland, Oregon area. And that is it for this week's edition of HBM's Crypto Corner. Thank you very much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Oh, and by the way, I will be interviewed by Jack Tessier this Saturday night. It won't be a live podcast. It'll be pre-recorded. And I'll let y'all know when the podcast actually airs. So until next week, y'all be good or be good at it.